Salute to the YouTube family. Salute to ya. What's good with y'all? Melanite Sports back in the building. You feel me? Back in the building. We talking about Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. You know, what's taking long? What's taking this fight so long? You know what I'm saying? What's going on at this point in time? You know, what's the holdup? You know what I'm saying? The suits really do not want this fight to happen. The suits really do not want this fight to happen. There's a couple reasons for this. Number one, I don't think they want to pay two brothers that good money. I think they really do not want to see two black Americans, you know what I'm saying, get this real money. I don't think they want to see another Floyd Mayweather get reproduced. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want to see that. You know, because it's like, okay, if they're asking for, and this is what I've been hearing, is that they're asking for about 20 million a piece, which is not bad at all. The fight is the biggest fight in boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people keep saying, "Oh, that's a lot of money." How in the world is that a lot of money when they have been offering Canelo Alvarez to fight Benavidez and Charlo for 75 to $100 million? That's just Canelo's purse alone. These guys are asking for 20, if this is true, $20 million each. That's 40 million for both purses. You know what I'm saying? That's not even half of what they'd be paying for Alvarez. Just him. That's not even, you know, the other fighter's purse. That's just them. So I don't want to hear about, you know, oh, you know, we don't know if the money's there. They got the money. PBC has the money. We got to stop this stuff. And the fans talking about, you know, in these dudes' pockets and saying, oh, Bud is asking for too much money, this and that. Why in the world are you? Do people not want to see this fight? Do people not want to see this fight? Why would you care if he's asking for too much money? You know what I'm saying? As long as both fighters are happy with what they're getting and they make the fight happen, that's all that should matter. We got too many fan managers around here acting like they're managers when they're fans, and they, you know, they never even talk to these fighters in their lifetime and never will. You know, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let these fighters get paid what they deserve to get paid. You know what I'm saying? These guys are risking their life to make us entertained at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if they want 20 million, if they want 30 million, shit. Who are we to say they don't deserve it? You get what I'm saying? Now, I don't think they're even asking for that much. I think they're asking for about 20 million, which is fair. Which is fair. They were willing to put up $100 million for Canelo Alvarez to fight Benavidez and Charlo, which are not big fights. They're good fights. They're fights that we should have got years ago, but they're not bigger fights than Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. They're not bigger. They're not bigger fights than, you know. It's not. They're not bigger fights than Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Hands down. No way. No how. I don't care what anyone says. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what anyone says. There's not a fight today that Canelo Alvarez can fight that is bigger than Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Not today. Maybe a couple years ago. But this dude ducked the dudes. You know, he waited, and the fights never happened. So no, you can't tell me that he has an opportunity to make a bigger fight. Triple G versus Canelo is not a bigger fight. Not even in the long run. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got 40-year-old Triple G gonna get knocked out by Canelo. You know, nothing new, nothing new. This dude Canelo only fights dudes that he seriously believes that he has a very, you know, over a 80% chance of winning. The same thing he did with Bill when he got his ass beat because he was cherry picking. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear it. They were willing to pay Canelo Alvarez, you know, buku money for some fights that we don't even want to see right now anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a couple years ago, Charlo versus Canelo would have been a great fight. It still is a good fight, but it would have been. That's when it was at its prime. It was at its height. You know what I'm saying? People wanted to see it. But now it's like, all right, cool. If it happens, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's literally 3 years later. You know what I'm saying? A little 3 years late. So it's getting ridiculous, man. The suits do not want to make this fight happen, man. They don't want to fight. They don't want to pay these brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's very evident. We got Steven Espinoza. Every single time he's asked about the fight, he's saying, "Oh, you know, well, we got to see what's possible. You know, how much these guys are asking. You know, beating around the bush. I mean, what are you talking about? Every fan wants this fight. The fighters want the fight. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? They don't have any faith in the black dollar. They don't think it's gonna sell, which it is gonna sell. I think it does a minimum of 500,000 pay per views. You know what I'm saying? And every boxing fan needs to purchase that pay per view. If you're not gonna be there, which I'm gonna be there, but if you're not gonna be there, you need to purchase a pay per view. If your friends and if you don't have enough money, you go ask your friends to pool some money and buy the pay per view. Nobody stream this fight. If you're a fan of boxing, you will not stream this fight. You're gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Because if this fight does well, this is gonna set a precedence for all the legacy and amazing fights and the huge fights to in the future. You know what I'm saying? The Boots and in the Devin Haney versus Tank and the Devin Haney versus Shakur and the Shakur versus Tank. You know what I'm saying? Those fights are gonna get made because they know that they're gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? It's a different climate out right now. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of streaming, but you know they need to have faith in the black dollar. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of that, any boxing fan is gonna enjoy that fight. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, who doesn't really matter. But it's a very big fight for our culture. You know what I'm saying? We need this fight to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. They need to pay whatever Crawford wants. Vice versa with Spence. I think Spence already signed his part of the contract. You know what I'm saying? But if Bud is asking for 20 million, give him 20 million. They're willing to pay Canelo Alvarez $100 million to fight Benavidez and Charlo. I mean, come on. You can't tell me PBC doesn't have the money. I've been hearing too much fans saying, "Oh, where's the promoters going to get the money?" Make it happen. If they can pay Canelo Alvarez crazy money to fight fights that people don't even want to see anymore, they can pay Terence Crawford $20 million. I don't want to hear it. It's like some people just don't want to see this fight. It's embarrassing. It's alarming. You know what I'm saying? It's alarming, and it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, this is getting ridiculous now. We need this fight to happen. We need this fight to happen. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? What's really taking so long? I don't want to hear Bud is holding it up. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's a contract. They gotta make sure everything is right. You know what I'm saying? In order. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely don't think the suits want this fight to happen. I think they were trying everything in their power to make this fight not happen. But there's too much pressure at this point. The fight is gonna happen. It's crunch time. It's crunch time. You feel what I'm saying? So, anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Like and subscribe for more content because it's coming. We go live on Sundays, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central Time. So, definitely tune in. Peace.